the ancient devil king who is the strongest in this continent. All of his knowledge was written in a book. The book which had the knowledge of the devil king was called Book of Nine Secret. The knowledge the book contained was vast as the person who has the book. It was possible to reach world heaven and earth. Now, the book was in the hand of magic emperor known as Zhou Yifan. However, this information was leaked out. All the martial arts expert have gathered outside the domain of the magic emperor. One of the followers of the emperor is running through the hallway and enters the emperor chamber to report that their sect has been attacked and mountain troops have been killed. As we are told that the follower's name is Zhao Cheng, disciple of the emperor. Zhao Cheng shows his concerns about the seven emperor coming to their domain soon, but the emperor tell him to calm down, and even the seven emperor aren't match for my strength. Dazzled by the fact that some of his troops have been defeated, they go out to sea. As the emperor is gazing outside, he sees massive army. Among them someone shouts the book to be handed over. To the emperor point of view, they look like bunch insects who he can just step over. As the emperor leaps to the air, we can see that someone yells the troops to be on their guard. As the emperor is flying towards, as she just finished saying that the emperor has sliced them, giving them a fatal injury. From far away, someone yells saying they won't let the emperor go. We can see it is none other than the seven emperor which the disciple of the emperor mentioned earlier. As the emperor heads towards them with the domineering look with Zhao Cheng, one of the seven emperor, who is known as the Emperor of Sword, asks the book to be handed over. Magic Emperor refuses as he is the leader of the 8 royals who are recognized by Sanctuary. Even if all the emperors are together, it's not possible for them to defeat the Magic Emperor, as it's the same as asking for a death wish. Emperor of the Sword warns Magic Emperor as he isn't aware of the situation he is in, as he is surrounded, and there are people in the sanctuary who are stronger than the Magic Emperor. Someone calls out the Magic Emperor's name, and we find out it is none other than the strongest emperor of the Holy Land. As of now, the Magic Emperor has become the enemy of the Holy Land, but he has confidence in himself, as if, even if he has to become a villain, he will destroy whoever gets in his way. All of a sudden, Magic Emperor feels sharp pain on his back. As he turns to find out, we hear someone saying, "My lord, give up, as the time for your death has come." We find out that it was none other than his disciple Zhao Chen, who has backstabbed him, and he is the one who had leaked the information about the Book of Nine Secret and mountain troops. Magic Emperor questions Zhao Chen for this betrayal, as he was the one who had raised Zhao Chen since he was an infant. But Zhao Chen got greedy as he wasn't allowed to read the Book of Nine Secret either. Magic Emperor looks at Zhao Chen with red eyes due to the reason for the betrayal was such a trivial matter. Zhao Chen doesn't care what his master thinks of him, as he is about to die by the skill which was taught by him. As the Magic Emperor is reaching his final breath, he tells Zhao Chen that even though it was me who taught you everything, but you have always been narrow-minded and anxious, that there is no one in the world that he can trust. As there isn't much time for the Magic Emperor, he decides to self-destruct and take the book with him so no one can get it. We are shown a bird-eye view of a forest where we can see bodies lying on the ground. Magic Emperor's soul descended and got into a child's body, which led assume someone had killed. As the Emperor wakes up, he realizes that his soul has been reincarnated into the bodies of child, which he hadn't expected. As the Emperor wakes up, he realizes that his soul has been reincarnated into the body of child, which he hadn't expected. As he is trying to figure out what happened to this body, he hears noise coming from behind him. As he takes his gaze to the tall trees, he sees there are animals who look like they haven't eaten in months. After seeing the boy, the wolves try to attack, but our protagonist kindly requests them to leave as he releases killing aura, which is enough to wet their pants even though they don't wear one. Due to killing aura, other animals in the forest get spooked as well, and they start to run away from there. After requesting the animals to leave, he sees a person who is asking for his help. As the protagonist gets close to the man, he puts his hand on his face to absorb his power using a secret technique called the 9 Secrets. As man looks at the boy's evil face, he noticed that isn't Zhou Fan. We also find out here that the body which Emperor Zhou Yifan reincarnated into goes by the name Zhou Fan. By using the secret technique, he has taken all of the man's life essence and energy for himself. However, to get complete control over the power, he has to process it, so there is no rejection from the soul. Therefore, he must first conjure up the power before it can be absorbed. It took Zhuo Fan one whole night to fully absorb the power, which he originally didn't think it will take that long. So, he decided to try out his new power by releasing a small energy which is enough to smash a boulder into pieces, which makes him happy that he gets the chills and thinks about how he will get his revenge on the Sword Emperor and Zhuo Cheng. As he yells out loud that when he goes back into the Holy Land, that will be the end of them all. The yelling scares the wildlife in the trees, so they fly away. After he is done scaring the wildlife, he decided to leave. As he is leaping from one tree branch to another, we find out that the body of Zhou Fan, which didn't have any cultivation before, has been repaired, and now it is at the 5th layer. But to get his old power back when he was the Magic Emperor, it will take time. So going to the Holy Land to get revenge has to wait for now. As Zhou Fan was jumping from one tree to another, he sees something. We see head guardian of Luo's family who is called Pang Tungling, and beside him, there is a young lady, presumably the young lady of Luo's family. Pang Tungling is saying that Sun families are traitor who have tricked them as he points his sword towards someone. Here, we see bandits and a servant of Luo family called Sun Guanjia who states that they have been planning this for years and blames Luo family for being unaware of it for this long. Young lady of the Luo family says spiritual master arts called Hua Longsheng is her family arts which has been passed down from generation to generation, and she will rather die and give it to the like of them. The young lady stops a very energetic child as she was to kill the traitors by herself. While this is happening, Zhou Fan is sitting on one of the tree branch and he feels something odd after seeing the Luo family. So, he wonder what kind of relationship he has with that family. Before he can figure it out, he decides to get out of there as he doesn't want to get dragged into this. However, as he tries to get away from there, he feels like his heart just got pierced, and feels pain as he gets his daggers out, and his calm face with a serious look.